Greetings everyone, welcome to another episode of Digi Daily. I'm your host Xanaxdu, and we're here again another day with Old Force Featuremon. Old Force Featuremon, like I've said before, I'm really happy with him. I really like him. He's a really cool Digimon. What is going on with my focus? Focus there, buddy, please. Thank you. That's better. Excuse me. Old Force Featuremon. Really cool Digimon. Quite enjoy his design, his look. The fact that it's impossible to focus on him, that's a really cool character trait. It's quite unique to Old Force Featuremon, apparently. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. There we go. Better? I think so. I'm gonna angle this. I feel like it looks, the background looks crooked. I was noticing that yesterday when I was editing. It looked crooked and it was messing with me. It was making me pretty PO'd, you know what I mean? God, sorry. Excuse me. Now, I don't think I've shown off his, a lot of his attacks, or even done a fight with him. So today, gonna be a fight kind of day. You know what I mean? That was horrible. As you can see, that little thing he keeps putting out, that's his blade. Old Force Featuremon has an arm blade. It's pretty dope. It can cut things because it's an arm blade. It looks, it's a lot like kind of like a lightsaber, but it's attached to his wrist instead of being held. It's a really cool and interesting idea. It comes out of his little bangle that he has. Try 4, see how that works. No, 4 is not his optimal count, not by a long shot. Let's try 5, and then we'll try 6. Okay, maybe he requires a higher count. Let's try that again. There we go. Mega hit! Let's go. These little fist bump, yeah! Okay, let's try... Okay, so it seems like 8 to 12 is his mega hit threshold. No giga hits here. I guess our Copymon is not compatible. That is a damn shame. Let's go into singles and see how far we can get. So we got Borbomon, who is making a comeback on the X3, if I'm not mistaken. The other Digimon, his counterpart from Lynx, is also going to be in the X3, who I've never heard of before until he was on the roster for the X3. Can't remember his name, but he is extremely similar to Borbomon, except instead of being natural and lava, he is all mechanical. Very interesting look. I do like him, but then again, he again is just kind of like Borbomon, which again, cool design, but not exactly original, I guess you could say. I feel like they've been doing that a lot, though. They've been doing kind of Digimon that complement each other, if that makes any sense, you know? We've been getting a lot of twin sets of Digimon, if that makes any sense. Zubamon and Hackmon, they're very similar. If anything, I'm pretty sure they just kind of based a lot of Zubamon's look off of a modified Hackmon, because Hackmon they had just made, I think, a year or two prior to the creation of Zubamon, so there is that. Speaking of pairs, what is your favorite Digimon pair? Two Digimon that are either twins of each other or just go well together. I'll start. I really like Terriermon and Lopmon. That shouldn't be very surprising to any of you. I quite enjoy the two of them. I think their designs are cute. I like their evolutions, and yeah, I think they're a great pair. My second favorite pair is definitely Zubamon and Hackmon. I consider them twins. They really do kind of complement each other. I like them quite a bit. Here we have I think that's Raiji Ludomon. Ludomon's champion form, I believe. Very interesting Digimon. Like much like Zubamon, he has a Legends Arms. Legend Arms or Legends Arm? I think Legend Arms. Digimon, which means he can transform into a weapon. He transforms into a shield. Zubamon transforms into a sword. And if you have a 20th, you can actually copy over your Zubamon into this device and actually progress the two together into a new Super Ultimate, or at least new for this device. He was quite cool. His name was Ragnar Lordmon. Very, very complicated design. We still haven't gotten a really good look at him. Oh, Cyberdramon. I believe he also is making an appearance in the X3. But yeah, Ragnar Lordmon, I remember when he first came out and I got him on the show, his official art hadn't even come out yet. So like we were using the sprite and also like this leaked image of him that looks nothing like the final. I wouldn't say nothing like the final design, but like it was a very rough sketch, so you can't really make out a lot of the details. And there's quite a lot of them on Ragnar Lordmon himself. He is wielding Zubamon in his sword form, and he also has Brywelludramon, which is Ludomon's Mega, as a shield on the other hand. So he's quite big, because those two Digimon, when they transform, are quite big. Very Omnimon-esque. He's like the third. Oh man, we're getting a butts whooped here? What's going on here? Oh, okay, if we dodge this... Actually, I don't know if they can... I think there can be a draw. Okay, we can't dodge that. We lost. You're embarrassing me, old horse. There's been quite a few Omnimon-esque Digimon over the years. And by quite a lot, I mean 2. There's been, of course... Chaos... Oh, that's not good. There's been, of course, Chaosmon. Obviously, a kind of a weird parallel to Omnimon, and then we have Ragnar Lordmon. I don't think there's any others that I can think of, other than, of course, you know, those two. But I always find that interesting. Omnimon very much seems to be just kind of like a very... Is that literal... Who is that? I don't remember that. I haven't done the Coliseum on this in quite a while. Who the hell is that? I love him. Is that like Vegemon in a trash can? It's like Oscar the Grouch? Who is that? I love him. I want to raise him. He's great. He's a literal Trashmon. He's literally in the trash. He kind of... His attack animation is very similar to... I love it. His attack animation, his sprite looks like that one Mamemon who's wearing a cosplay. He's like cosplaying as X-Tyrannomon. I believe it's X-Mamemon. Looks very similar. Interesting. I'm gonna look that up. I love him. Whoa. I remember this guy. Can't remember his name though. All right. He looks a lot like a Zora from, like the OG Zoras from like Link to the Past and the original Zelda. You know what I mean? He's got that look to him. Yeah, he looks almost exactly like the OG Zoras. That's pretty cool. Remember that? Remember when Zoras were like super ugly and creepy, and they're enemies? And then they made them like super hot, and now they're all like good guys. And then they go back and they're like, yeah, the reason why they look super ugly is because like pollution and stuff like that, and they became more monstrous once they kind of separated themselves from other types of like humans, essentially. I find that interesting. And he totally kicked our butt. I called him ugly, and he done hurt me. I apologize. Not really, though. One thing I forgot to mention about this device, you can't notice it now because the way I have my camera set up. The refresh rate on this screen is interesting. I don't know if it's fast or slow, but it is different than the refresh rate on any other device. When I was live streaming, when I did the DigiDaily Live, when we did the GroupHatch, I did show, you know, I was using a different camera. I was using my old webcam, and you can see that the refresh rate isn't synced up with the camera. It's a lot faster. So yeah, I guess I would say it's faster. Either way, you can kind of see the refresh rate. It will like kind of like... Sorry, I'm a little hungry. You can see the refresh rate. You can see like the kind of scan lines going up and the screen refreshing if you don't have your camera set up properly. And it's kind of annoying to see that. It'll like, you know, it'd be like a wave warp kind of thing. It's hard to explain. This screen, it has that, and this is the only screen that I've ever seen have that problem. I own a lot of devices. I have filmed now a lot of my devices. The only device that I've seen with that problem is the Pendulum 20th, specifically. I don't know if it's something baked into the device itself, or if it is just like a quirk of the screen they use, but I don't think this screen is very different from the screens they use in the other devices. So I personally really don't know what exactly the case there is, but it's just a little not really Easter egg, a little fun fact I wanted to mention. It's nothing that you can notice with the naked eye, except for really, and I think this is probably why the refresh rate is faster on this device, because it makes the scrolling a lot smoother. The scrolling on this device is stupid smooth compared to the scrolling on the Digital Monsters 20th. It's crazy, kind of like, you know, when I saw this, when this first came out, you know, it didn't look any different to me. I was like, oh cool, you know, the scrolling looks nice. But it wasn't until I went back and played with my this one, I realized that the scrolling specifically on that device is extremely choppy. It looks like the damn devices are gonna like explode or something. Is it gonna? It looks like it's gonna explode. It looks really rough. Like it's surprising how bad it looks in comparison to the Pendulum 20th. That's one thing that I will say the Pendulum 20th did well, and that is again probably why they added more. You know, they made the refresh rate a bit faster just so that scrolling could be a bit faster, which is probably why we haven't noticed that with any other screens, because the DMX screen practically the same as the 20th, except for being super duper dark, but programming wise it's the same, and there's no scrolling effects on the Pendulum X, so we can't really compare the two. But if it did have the option to raise two at the same time, I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty choppy, like the Japanese 20th or the English 20th in general, the DM 20th. But yeah, that's it for me today. I'm going to go. Thank you very much for watching. I still am currently in the tournament, waiting on Iron Possum. He's kind of a busy guy. No big deal, though. We were supposed to fight last night, but I totally fell asleep. He got home pretty late, and I do work mornings, so I do usually pack it in early. But today I think I might just stay up a little longer, because I'm really itching to see if I win this next one. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll keep you guys updated on the tournament. Yeah, pray for O-Force over here. Hopefully he'll make it to the end. That'd be pretty dope, or at least pretty far. Oh, we are already doing better than we did last tournament anyway, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much, and as always, peace.